Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. And I am here with my Friday freeze video extended, a little bit late. I had some things going on this weekend and I actually have a 4-day weekend. I took Friday and I've got tomorrow off from work. So I've just been kind of doing some putzing stuff around the house, but then, I got to do a few family things, so didn't have time to do this on Friday, but I just wanted to get this up today. So it's been kind of busy on Facebook and YouTube. We're in the middle of Christy's 30 days of sketches, and I've so far been able to do every single day, and today I'm going to try and do a couple more videos, and tomorrow I'm going to work on it as well to try and get keep ahead. I'm about a week ahead of the videos. But while I'm talking about that, I kind of want to pose a question. Yesterday I saw on one of the Facebook groups that I belong to, and I belong to like 7 or 8 of them. I love it because for me, it has more scrappy, happy things coming into my Facebook feed versus sometimes the political stuff that's going on. You know, you've got the people who believe in COVID, don't believe in COVID. You've got the people that are red versus the people that are blue. And we're just so divided right now. So I have my opinions. I don't try and influence them within my videos. To me, it's scrapbooking is a neutral, as my sister would say, it's Switzerland. So, but what I like to do is within the Facebook groups, I have been posting my pages and then I'll link out to a video. But I heard on one of them that a gal left a group because she felt like it was showcasing just certain people and not everyone. And then someone else made a comment about that it was just a place for people to show off their layouts and link to YouTube. And that is the last thing that I would ever want to happen from me. If I post stuff, I'm trying to show you ways to use what you have and to not spend a lot of money and to give you tips that will help you scrapbook. But in the end, it's there, as we always say, there's no rules in scrapbooking because it's all about what makes you happy. And, you know, documenting your history. You could go and throw the picture in a pocket album as long as you have like an index card that says what happened. If it was important enough to take the picture, it's important to write down what the picture was about so that future generations, when they go to look at your albums, know why this was such an important picture for you, whether it was an everyday event. You know, I know people take pictures of their shoes, you know, in the fall leaves, or they'll take a picture of a cup of their first Starbucks coffee with the Christmas cup, you know, and it makes you feel good, but tell the person who's going to look at your album down the road why it was important for you to pull out the camera, take a picture, and print that picture. That's my whole thing. My mom is into genealogy. She inherited from her aunt a whole coat box full of photos, and in there were like the cardboard and the tin prints, and there's no names on any of them. Those were expensive back in the day to go and get your photo taken. And now here is like a lost part of history. And she's taken years and years of research to try and figure out who these people were. I don't have that patience. I don't go back that route. So mine is more going forward. So anyways, I'm rambling again and I'm sorry. The people had said on the one group that they left a group because they felt like it was geared to only certain individuals. And then another person made a comment about the linking of and building up of the YouTube sites. And I don't want that. And if that's how it's coming across, then I want someone to tell me that that's how it's coming across. So in the comments below, do you like seeing layout shares in your Facebook groups that you're in? Do you like it when they're linked to a YouTube page? To me, it's just part of the tool. You know, when you're in the Facebook group, you see the picture. I usually will put the sketch if there's a sketch with it, and then I put the link. So if you want to go further into looking at how I made it, you have control of what you see. You can go and scroll past it. You can have unfollow me on the group. You can click on the link and see what I did for the process video. But no way am I trying to show off, as somebody had said, or I'm not doing it to promote. I have 500 people following me, which I am 100% grateful for, and I love the feedback that I've been getting. But if people are thinking I'm only doing it for accolades, you know, that's a lot of time spent, and I get nothing from it other than to be able to share a hobby that I love in an attempt to keep it going. So please leave a comment down below. Let me know. I've kind of held back from some of the last pages that I've made, and I haven't posted it to the Facebook groups because I don't want to feel like I'm shoving my layouts and my channels down people's throats. So anyways, okay, off that soapbox, here's the share. So I've spent nothing this week, even though I have really been tempted and wanted to go shopping. I haven't. I'm trying to be good. Christmas is coming around the corner and I need to behave. So I did that. On Friday, I did go and I had cut out some of my fabric and masks, so I did make a few. So these, I got the pattern from Lori Newmaker. She is on YouTube as well. Check her out. She has a lot of sewing, Cricut. She now does sublimation, and she has an embroidery machine, so she's starting to dabble into that. So if you like that kind of crafty stuff, check her out. But this pattern was one of the first ones she put out, and I really liked it. So I just did, you know, this one's a double-sided buffalo check. And then with Christmas coming, I had some Christmas fabric that, and I had bought it last year to make some placemats and never made them. So I just cut it up into for masks. So I have 2 of those. And then I made this for my sister because she's has a bunch of cats and I have a cat too. And then I made my grandkids some, and I've got a bunch more I'm making probably today. So I just want to show I got onto my sewing machine on Friday. And then these were the layouts that came out for Christie's 30 Days of Sketches. So this is starting at day 3. And again, to go back to the idea of simple, I'm, you know, making things that anybody can do. This was done with a paper collection. This, I believe, was Photo Play. And so I just used the stickers that were on the 12 by 12 sheet. And then this one was a sticker that I had from like a Jolie's from Hobby Lobby. Did my journaling, and then I put some Nuvo drops on it. So very easy, sticking with the paper pack collection and the stickers that came with it. There's no bells and whistles on it, but a cute layout, and it will be in my book. This one was for day 4, and it was all about the circles. It had bigger circles in the sketch, which is right here. And I did smaller smaller ones. One of my stars just fell off. I don't know where it came from, so we're just going to put it there. So I just did the circles on the side, outlined them, used my 2 photos. Very simple. This is going into my album for when I was a flight attendant. So this is a travel page down in San Antonio. And then this one was kind of busy. I like it but if I had it to do over again, I would probably do less of the florals. But this was a picture from one of the temples. This is a Sensoji temple in Japan. I want to say it was like in Narita or one of the outskirts of Narita. And so this is just at the temple. And this background paper was like really, really old. It's very, very paper thin. Came in like a travel paper pad. And then I mounted it with some gold. And yeah, I really like it. So again, if I had it to do over again, because it's hiding some of the paper in the gold paper behind, you can see it through, but I would want more of that to show. So I would probably have done less of the flowers. And this is the sketch that it came from. So I stuck pretty close to the sketch. It was on a border. It had the circular element, which was my doily. And then you had layers of paper in there and with florals to the left. So that's exactly what I did. I had my layers underneath. I had my circular element and then the florals to the left. The next sketch that came out was this one. And so it was a vertical with a horizontal banner in the middle. I flipped it so that, oops, so that instead of having the banner go the horizontal, I went vertical with that, and I went horizontal with the photos. And this was just of my grandkids playing in their yard on their swing set, and just a fun photo or a page of them, you know, being kids. This one was, where's the sketch? Oh, I didn't attach the sketch. This one, the sketch was pretty much, this was the sketch where you had the banner going down the side, a little bit of a little border here with the banners. So this, I stuck really close to the sketch itself. And then what I did was I spread it out and actually made it a 2-page layout. So I mimicked the side with the used rickrack going down the side, did a cluster, added 4 more pictures, and so now I've turned this 1-page sketch into 2. So I just stretched it. And this is using a paper pad that was a nautical paper pad for pictures of South Dakota. So just trying to show you that you can use papers and collections that were not intended for the event to switch it around. So even though this was more for a coastal nautical pages, I like the weathered look, which kind of went with the weathered gray wood in the blacksmith shop. And again, and this one was one that had the florals built into the paper, and I know people try and shy away from it. I used it as just a layer. I took that, built my cluster of pictures on top of it, and then I fussy cut from another page different florals. So now I got the dimension going on each side, and now it flows into the page, and it, you know, it becomes mine. So that was that one. And then this one, my process video messed up. I forgot to, or failed to, delete the background of the original voice track. And so when I did my voiceover and I sped everything up, it sounded like chipmunks in the back. And I had one of my viewers let me know, and I do apologize. I film on my iPhone 6 and I don't have a lot of space. So once they're uploaded, I delete. And unfortunately, I don't have a way of going back and deleting that track of noise that's in the background. So if you want to watch this one, just hit mute and just watch the process video. It's just me babbling. But this is a picture of my grandson on his first day of preschool with his backpack that's probably as big as he is. And it was just a cute memory. And I liked how this one turned out. And again, I stuck pretty close to the sketch. They had 2 vertical photos and I just went ahead and made 4 smaller ones, and then again they ran up the middle with it. And then this right here I had a lot of comments on. This is just a sticker that I think I got. It might be like Jolie's or one of them, and I think I got it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. So again, not having to spend a lot of money. Buttons I had already in my collection. This is an old paper pad I had. There's some October Afternoon. So really dig into what you have. You can probably find what you need to make the page. And then this one is of my son, and this was of his 28th birthday, COVID style, because we all did our separation. And so again, it stuck pretty close to the sketch. The sketch is right here where it was the 6 blocks with the corner rounded edges, a border up the side, and then banners across the top. And so I did the exact same thing. I did my strip of paper here with the border strip, built my clusters, had the banner going across, corner rounded the paper. This is a great one. I used a 6x6 paper pad, so get those out of your stash and use them. And again, just using the stickers that came along with the 12x12 sticker sheet. And then this was a viewfinder from a class I'd taken with Nicole Jones. And so you can go on her website. She is selling those, and you can print them with your home printer. Just use good printer paper. And in my video, I did talk about the printer paper that I used. And I had one viewer made a really good suggestion. I usually journal after I'm done with showing everything. So I will do my journaling here and put the date here. But I don't scrapbook in chronological order, but I put my layouts away. So even if I didn't put the date on here, it will go in my 2020 album. So unless it got separated out of the album, I will know from doing math that this is his 28th birthday. But yeah, I will be journaling on here too before I put it away. And then this one is another one for my South Dakota album. Here is the sketch, and the only thing I did on this one to change it up is I put the circle on the other side. So again, a really easy one using some Jen Hatfield paper. Fussy cut some of this Heidi Swapp florals out. I grabbed some of my ribbon from my drawers now that I've got those organized. And some of my cut aparts I had bought through American Crafts. I bought the, I forget what the name of the collection is now, but they're not a Jen Hatfield, they're a Vicki Boutin travel theme. And I bought some to test it out. And again, good cardstock, and they turned out really great. So this is again going in my South Dakota for the 1880s Village, which is now done. And now all I have to do is, now that I've shown these, now the only thing I have to do is go back. I have a few photos left from the 1880s Village that don't need to go into a layout. They just need to go into a pocket page. So once these are all in, I will be adding pocket pages, and the remainder of the pictures will go in there, and then that section of my album is done. And then the last one I have to share is this one, which came out today. This is day 11, and it's just 3 photos on the bottom with a scallop, and then a little title element up on the upper right. And so for the scalloped element, I fussy cut out some of the Vicki Boutin, or not Vicki Boutin, this would be Jen Hatfield paper. This was already a framed paper. Did my travel element with the butterfly that came from Vicki Boutin's kit. These little watch faces I've had from Michael's forever in my stash. Was able to get a few of those in. And again, some more of the items that I cut out with my Cricut that were from American Crafts and use those on the album. So that is it for the layouts that I've made since last Friday. Now this Friday, or next weekend, I probably will not have a video up for the freeze, only because Friday morning I am leaving with my sister and meeting up with a few friends, and we are doing a very, very, very small crop. There's going to be 7 of us, and we have a big facility, and so we'll be doing definitely the social distancing. We've even all agreed that, like, when we're not sitting at our table, we'll actually put our masks on. Just some of the people have family members with health issues and are older, and so we're just kind of be respectful and do that. And then I'm not going to scrapbook that weekend. I have a complete mess when it comes to my photos. The last crop I went to, I did the same thing where I just worked on organizing my photos into envelopes like this, and I would write what it was and the date of the event, so I could just pull it out of the box and all those photos would be here. So I'm going back and still working on that, and bringing my laptop and my hard drive, and just trying to, again, get pictures in some kind of an order so that I can get some of them scrapbooked and into books, throw away things that are a duplicate that don't have a person on them, and clear up space and try and organize that. And I think that weekend will be a great weekend with no distractions, and just to be able to sit and look at pictures all weekend long. So you won't see one from me next weekend unless I get it up Thursday night before I leave, but I highly doubt that because I'll probably be packing and getting the car ready. So anyways, I want to thank you again for joining me today. Again, please leave a message down below on your feelings about the Facebook groups and whether or not you like seeing the layout shares, or do you feel like there's just certain individuals are dominating the Facebook pages. And if you do see them, do you like having the Facebook link or the YouTube link to it, or not? I love the hobby, and I don't want to offend anybody. I don't ever want to make somebody feel like they're excluded from joining in and being part of a community. I've never felt it, but apparently other people were. And so, yeah, I would like to get some opinions. So anyways, thank you so much for stopping in. Sorry this was a long one today. And to be on the lookout tomorrow for another sketch with Christy's 30 Days of Sketches. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.